Hi, this is a continuation part for the crypto exchange rates. So let's see that. In the last lesson, we have just wrote a ping command to the CoinGecko client, and we could able to get the response what we are getting exactly. So now let's comment it out. So just I will comment these two lines and let's write the exchange API now. So here I will try to take the same let data is equal to, and now I'm writing this await CoinGecko client dot to go back to the API. So in the API, you can see the simple, we are trying to use this. These many APIs are there. So we are trying to use the simple price API where you can do an exchange rates here. So usually in the real world, you no need to go back to any of their APIs. You'll be having your own APIs. You can construct your own business logic. So just in the place of here, you're using other API calls. Here you can use your own business API call and you can do your business logic here. So here now I'm using the simple dot price. So this is what the API URL simple price. So simple dot price. So now we are using and now we are sending the object parameters. So IDs. So this would be a string or a array. For now, I'm taking this as a string with argument 1. And the next part is I need to pass VS, versus with currency you want to check. So with which currency you want to check. So that would be the second argument. So let me do that. So now the first argument, second argument, we are sending that in an API call. So as an object to simple dot price, we could able to send that. So next we need to print that. Send back that. So we use message dot channel dot send. So now here before that you need to keep await. So as this is an API call, it takes some time. If you not keep any await here, you'll be getting an error with this message dot channel dot send. It will say that you are sending an empty message. So let me show you that. So data dot data. So that's the reason we need to keep an await method because by the time it is running, this code would be executed. So the await function would be taken some time. So meanwhile, if this code would be executed as this is an asynchronous code, at that point of time, here there won't be any message because the data is not yet available. Here there won't be any message data available. So that's the reason message dot channel will not send an empty message. So I will try to explain you that. So if that's the case, without async, I will try first. I will show you what would be there. So let's see. So here the inputs are like crypto, and now I'm giving the Bitcoin ETH. So I'm trying to ask the bot one Bitcoin is equal to how many Ethereum. So that's what I have asked. So it will not return anything as we know because we get an error here. Let me show you that error. That error we got because cannot send an empty message because here we did not write await. So that's the reason it did not waited for the previous result. And this data is not available when it is trying to execute this command. So it is empty at the moment. So that's the reason we got this error. So we kept await to wait until this command was completed. So now once this is completed, then only it will be executed. So let's do that. Now data. Data is the data which we got. Dot data. Also we have seen here the data means this one. So dot data means the object which we are getting in the response. And now we're going to extract the output with like this. So we need to keep a braces because we'll get the object in a string format. So that's the reason we are using the square brackets to access the variables. So arguments 1. So let's check that. So before that, I will try to console the data as well. Let's console this data. Let's check that. so that we can discuss what exactly we are getting and why we wrote this Angular braces to access the object. So let's see that. Yeah, I will run it once. So now I'm asking crypto is a command I'm typing. So it means crypto command. I'm asking one Bitcoin is equal to how many ETH. So here we did not got any reply. So let's see there what happened. So now let's check what is the output we got. So this is a response we got. If you understand in the data is a variable dot data. Again, there is a data. So that's the reason we wrote here as data dot data. And if you observe the Bitcoin, you need to access this Bitcoin object. So this Bitcoin object you need to access from the argument. So that's the reason we have given this argument like this. Argument of 0. We could able to access like this. Argument of zeros. So let's see why we did not got this ETH. So I think by default, it has written as USD. We did not got ETH. By default, it given us USD. So let's check why it happened. So argument of argument. So I think again we need to give one more square bracket. So it is available. Yeah, let's check it once again. So the VS currencies. So I think the spelling is wrong here. So here it should be the currencies like this. Uh, if you need any references, you can go here and you can check. So this is a VS underscore currencies and IDs. IDs is the first parameter. We want to give the base ID like BTH, BTC, Bitcoin, and versus which coin you want to know. That is ETH. So these two are the required fields for this get call. So I think now it will work. Here that is there is a typo error. Even if there is a typo error, we got an response here because their API was set in that such a way that if there is an error also, they are sending the data with the default value, default USDT. So let's check. Now let's check with the ETH. We have corrected the typo error. Now let's check crypto, Bitcoin, ETH. So now you can see one Bitcoin is equal to 15.988 ETH. So this is a real data we are getting from the crypto exchange rates. So now let's run one more command. Let's check crypto Bitcoin. Now we'll check with the Litecoin LTC. So now, so we're asking one Bitcoin is equal to how many LTCs? Litecoin LTC. So it is saying one Bitcoin is 229.008. So this is how the bot is able to communicate with the API and it is sending back the response to us. So in the real world, you need to replace this API with your API, with your business logic API. So that's the underlying structure we need to understand. The API call should be done here. So this is about the crypto exchange rates sample example. Hope you understand this. Thank you.